Hi guys, and welcome to this video, which is a little different than most of my other videos, because I will not be talking about photography per se, but video making. And the last video I did was that also. I was talking about camera movement while taking video, but with a gimbal. And in that video, there was this clip. And this transition is fairly simple to do, but like with simple things, it's simple when you know how to do it. So now I'm going to show you how to do this transition, because I was asked a couple of times how it was done, so I thought it would be nice to make a video about it. Okay, now we are here in Adobe Premiere Pro, and here are the two video clips needed for this transition. So if I play the clips, you can see that one just follows the other, and you know, that's the story. But it could be a little nicer. So essentially what we're doing a masking transition, where we're going to make a part of a layer, of a video layer, invisible to show the layer beneath. Let me explain. We have the two video clips here on the same layer. I'm going to move this one up like this. So if I mask out part of this layer and put this video beneath that mask, it's going to see through down to the next layer. So it's pretty self-explanatory. So let's just start. So what I need to do is find a starting point. This is if I go here, I can't see the whole curve. So to make a starting point, I want to see the whole curve like this. So this is a good starting point. So with this, the top footage selected, I'm going to go to Effects Control. Under Opacity, I'm going to select the pen tool. Then I'm making a mask. I'm going to draw a mask with a pen. I'm not going to make a circle or a triangle. I'm going to free draw a pen. This tool is called Free Draw Bezier. So the mask feather is like, if the feather is at 0, I'm going to make the mask here around the curve of the tube here. If the feather is at 0, this edge is going to be very hard and choppy. I don't want that, so I'm going to increase this a little bit, maybe to 30 something. Yeah. There's no good number here. You just have to. It depends on the clip, so you just have to try it, and you can always adjust later. Then, because it's a moving film, it's not like you would mask in Photoshop. You need to do this in every frame. So I'm going to turn on the keyframes here for everything. Then choose the mask path. And I'm going to start way outside here and go. And when I go inside the frame, because it's a curve, I click and I drag a little bit to get the handle. And then I do here in the middle and here at the bottom. I don't want to do too many control points, because that gets difficult to work with. So what happened here is everything here went black, and that's not what I want. But what is inside the mask is visible. So what is outside the mask is not. So I wanted exactly the opposite, so I just click inverted here. So now I have what's outside the mask visible, what's inside the mask is not. And let me put this back in place here. So here I can see black corners. And why is it black? It's because there's nothing beneath this layer where the slider is. So if I move the bottom clip, you can see that layer beneath it. So I'm effectively masking out this area of the top clip to reveal the bottom clip. So that's basically what it is, to mask out an area. So I have the keyframes on. I choose the mask path. I saw that this wasn't really... You need to do somewhat of a good job while you're masking this, because otherwise it's going to be very visible and ugly. So now I advance to the next frame. And I'll just have to go frame by frame and adjust the mask. And you might ask, Ole, this looks, it takes a long time, it's a little bit boring. Yeah, well, it's not boring. It takes a bit of time, surprisingly little though. And but it is the way to do a transition mask. Oops, I accidentally hit the button. There we go. Again, I did it. So don't do that. Now I want to do it. There we go. But for example, if you do this transition like 10 times in one video, it's going to take you a while to do that. And not every masking path is as easy as this one. But, don't do it 10 times in one video. It gets boring and the fancy wears off really fast if you're always using it. For example, and you can see it in some travel videos that they use this stuff a lot. And it gets boring. Let's just say that. But used right, this is really cool. This is a really cool way to transit between clips. And don't stop here. There are other really cool ways to do stuff like that. You don't always have to buy, these transition packs to be efficient in Premiere. You can make this stuff yourself, and what that does, it does teach you to use the software, to be an expert in the software for that matter, if you're not always using some stuff from other people. I feel that was a bit of a big jump, but maybe advance 2 frames at a time, but I'm gonna like here and here. There we go, almost there, 1 to go. There, and 1 more, I think, yeah. 1 more. There we go. So, now, if I move the slider a little bit, you can see that you can also do like 1 at a time, because if you can see if you did a bad job in some, then you can fix it. So here, I need to move it completely off. Maybe not completely. Oops, not completely. 1 more, and then it's completely off. There we go. Like this. So, if I push play, you can see we have effectively done this transition. Easy, but like I said, everything is easy when you know what to do.
Times right now are nothing like they used to be. Times right now are nothing like they used to be.
So that's it. This is, like I said, simple stuff. The only thing I might want to add is like when you're shooting for stuff like this, it is always good to keep in mind if you're gonna use a transition like this, because for example, you want the movement to be in the same direction. The clip comes in and the next clip goes in the same direction. Because if a clip comes in and it doesn't visually work. So just experiment with it, and like I said in the video, don't overuse stuff like this. You know, it's fancy when it's used subtle, and it's really cool. But when it's just all over the place, it's just another transition. But I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you learned how to do this. Like I said, fairly simple stuff. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.